Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Stuff of Funny Lent to You Anime here. Today, or I should say tonight, since I keep doing these read-alongs at night, it's the final one, baby. It's the final video of the Kiss of Death manga that I'm giving to you guys. Yet again, you guys didn't ask for lore, so I guess that means y'all good on the story. Also, whenever you come by around this video, I want to thank its puppetry for checking out these amazing videos. Also want to give a shout out to Lazy Gaming 7780, I So Sorry on Twitch, and the new shout out, since I'm a regular inside of their chat, inside of live stream chats, the new shout out is It's Puppetry. Go check them out. The It has a is it comma, the one that's up above the I don't know, but for it has a comma or whatever it's called in puppetry. You guys should know how to spell that. Anyways, look for the broccoli icon. That's basically their channel. Anyways, let's get right to it. And yes, the Resident Evil skit is still coming to the channel. That little intro there was basically just a game over screen. That's probably hinting at something. Anyways, slabba boom. Let's get into it. Yeah. Alright. If you guys remember from last time, remember me? Yeah, the good looking one? Fuck. You know, I'm gonna scoot it over here. Makes more sense, right? Okay. Just wanna say something that was quite funny to me. I was laughing, but no offense to its puppetry. Dude, when you said, is it based on a real story or is it based on, just made up? Yeah, it's a made up story. I speak of Sakura-Jarua I'm. He asked, since I told him short story short, or long story short, there you go, of if it was a real story or if it was made up. I thought to myself there, oh god. But yeah, it's made up. Don't worry, you're good. You're good, sir. Anyways, just finished chapter 15 and all kinds of other stuff. So now is chapter 16, a nightmarish contract for scared teenagers. Lily, dinner? I'm fine, Mom. I'm just gonna go up to my room, said Lily as she closed her door with a tone of sadness. The next day, 5:01 a.m., Shortberry Park. Oh. Hey, James, I just gotta talk to you. Hi. I see Lily and Barbara are with you. June, is something wrong? Said James as Lily saw someone behind them. James was shot in his left shoulder. Barbara was kicked to the ground by her head. Both 13-year-old Barbara and 16-year-old James were awake on the ground in pain, while 17-year-old Lily and 18-year-old June kneeled down in panic. Mister, I don't know who you are, but just leave us alone, said Lily as she was in a tone of only fear. Shut up, miss. I'll kill you. I see. Gorgeous, yes indeed. You both blue eyes, yes. especially gorgeous for the marketing. And that brown, short, and blonde hair are perfection. But, it seems you're lacking style. Your brown pants and pink shoes fit, but still that's nothing to bother over. I'll kill you just the same," said Mandy the Kid Killer, as they all had a look of terror, but Barbara had awakened her demon power. "Huh? Ah, my name is Tiger Soul, a demon in your soul now. Write your name on this contract to save you and your friends only," said Tiger Soul as Barbara signed the contract and unlocked her demon Tiger Soul inside of her head as Barbara signed it once more. She wanted the power. Her eyes became bloodshot. She stood up and opened her eyes as blood came out of them, holding her head in pain. "Gah! Gah! Ah! Ouch! My head! Help! Tiger Soul, kill this motherfucker now!" said Barbara as her eyes turned yellow with black stripes and a tiger tail. "Hey, Barbara, you've got one too?" said James as Tiger Soul looked at him and said, "Yes, she did. Can Amy come out to play now?" "Yes, she can. As James stood, he came to life with all kinds of demonish environment in his head. He had red and black eyes, his leg healed, and his shoulder too. As Amy was in control, she let out a demoness smile. I'm gonna get my glasses back now, because that was just for James's awakening. Anyways. Ah. Yes, I see. Hey, let's just kill this guy, Tiger. Huh? Don't run. The fun has just begun, said Amy as he headed to the Kid Killer. He had cracked his index finger with his thumb on his left hand as his bones regenerated. June and Lily were hiding inside of a playground tube from Tiger Soul and James, or Lily. "Tiger Soul, stay here with them. Can't let them die yet." "Yes, ma'am." As Amy ran into the woods after Mandy, he summoned his soul sword. His soul sword and ran to him. As Amy found Mandy, he cut off Mandy's left leg and said, "Feel the pain that my friends almost went through. Now, let me eat you," said Amy as a bunch of burnt arms of fire came out of his mouth and ate Mandy. But Amy went back inside James's soul as he went back to the playground. He returned at least a few moments later at night. His eyes turned back to green and was in control. James was in control. Once more. 12:30 p.m. "Oh, glad you're safe, James. Come on, let's go home," said Barbara as she brushed her blue hair back and put her phone in her pocket of her pink shirt and blinked her silver eyes and tapped her blue shoes and tightened her red pants. but James had yelled of furious anger and fear. No! You don't get it, June. We can't go home with you guys. No, we can't go home. But Lily and June can. I'm a monster and so are you. I'm sorry you put your damn name on that contract like me. But you're a demon now. I just ate someone. I can't do this. It's too much pressure. I can't go home, said James with sadness. He fell to the ground crying on his knees as June and Lily cried. Barbara kicked James in his face. James fell backwards as his glasses flew off his head. Or face. Sorry, his face. Barbara picked him up by the collar in an angry way of manner, shape, or form. I stood up for you. I stood up for you, you dick. I'm not leaving you, and neither are them. No. We are chained to hell itself, yes. But tomorrow this ends. Pick up your glasses and let's move forward. Let's go. Huh? Said Barbara as James put on his glasses. All 5 of them were hit on the head. They had been knocked out and kidnapped. They soon awakened at a poker table with their hands strapped to the table, like both of them like this. Or I should say, like this, because they can't move them. Anyways, strapped to the table by metal, they were forced to play blackjack of torture in a basement that was full of heat and all kinds of souls in Australia of horror. Chapter 16 done. Now, it should be chapter 17. Chapter 17. June, Lily, James play 21 of torture. Damn it. Huh? Oh, Lily, June, Barbara, wake the hell up. Come on, yelled James as he tried to break free, but as June, Lily, and Barbara woke up, a man on a microphone spoke to them through speakers. Oh, good. You're all awake. My name is Seth. You are in my very own basement. So, I'll just say this. It's time to play 21 of torture, as I like to call it. See this big table? Across the Lily is James. And across of June is Barbara. Oh, if you lose, kids, you lose a finger on each hand. One by one, said Seth, as Lily and James played first, nervously, as June and Barbara watched. Fuck, what do I do? What do I do? Fuck it. Just give me another card, now. Now, Seth, said James with greed in his eyes like this. Anyways, with greed in his eyes. As Lily got shocked by a tone of fear, she had a shocked look on her face. Okay, let's see them cards now. The winner is, or it's got to be, is James. No. James, if we get here, I'm gonna fucking punch you, said Lily mid-talk or mid-sentence. But she looked down as her index finger got cut off on her right hand. Both James and June and Barbara had a face of fear, fearsome look. Ah! It hurts! Why, James, we're supposed to be friends! Let me go now! Cried Lily in fear, as Seth rigged the game for Lily once more. Lily had a cut off middle and ring finger on Lily's right hand for being scared. Her hand was shaking. She was barely hanging in there, so basically she's like this, but her hand's like shaking like that. So all she's got now, I do believe, is these fingers. Anyways, she was barely hanging in there from blood loss. Lily was out of it. Oh my god, that's got to hurt. Why the shocked face? You didn't lose. When I get out of here, I'm gonna fucking kill you, you asshole. Fucking kill you, said James as a guard punched him in the face and unchained him from the table and took him out of the room. Huh? No! Ah! Let me go now! No! No, James, no! I don't want to die here, cried June with fear. Huh? No point of you two playing anymore. What? Oh, Miss June and Barbara. Let's watch Lily die. No, no, no! Lily, no, no! Don't hurt her, screamed June as Lily's thumb and pinky finger had been cut off on her right hand. She had fallen over from the table, from her chair onto the table. Basically meaning when she's sitting up, her head's like this, and she has a look like this. So basically her head's like that, and she has a look of that on the table, because she's barely there. Anyways, she had fallen over from her chair on the table, passed out from shock. She entered her mind and saw a phoenix with paper on the floor in a hall. Huh? Miss Lily, do you know where I am? Or, at least, let's say, where you are, said the demon known as Phoenix. I'm inside my mind. I was in a basement, and you're my pet bird, right? I got you as a phoenix, but my pet phoenix is dead, so what are you? Or, hold on guys, or am I just seeing things? Said Lily as she was tied up with rope in her head and fell to the hall floor. I'm a demon named Phoenix, but did you want to kill your mom at all that age of 12 or not, huh? Said Phoenix. Yes, I did, because she was gonna kill my sister, but she was a bitch. I needed to kill her, so I need to save my friends, including James, said Lily with a deep voice as she looked down. As she clenched her teeth, as she was freed from the rope she had fallen to the hall floor and crawled to the paper, she heard Phoenix say, "Put your name down on the contract. I can become your power and part of your soul to save yourself. And your friends too," said Phoenix as Lily put her name down. She exited her mind and stood up from the chair as metal flung off her hands. All her fingers had grown right back on her right hand. She put both hands on her head and screamed, "Ah! Ah! 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 Come out, free us, Phoenix!" said Lily as her body turned into fire. Her eyes turned yellow. The hell? Is that you, Lily?" said June. "No, but Lily is still here. My name is Phoenix. I'm basically a demon, part of Lily now. She put her name on the contract." Now that you're free, we can save James, as he is the key to ending this hellish conflict. Honestly, I'm sorry all of you just went through that. I'm sorry. I'm a nice demon, but I'm afraid you guys won't believe me, and I'm also afraid that my time is up. I'll let Lily be in control again, said Phoenix as the fire went away. Lily had blue eyes, a gray shirt, blue pants, and black shoes with white short hair. She was surprised. She looked at her hands. She saw all her fingers on right hand and was back. She gave June a weird look, and tossed her lockpick to get them out of the basement. Barbara saw the darkness in Lily's eyes. Hey, Lily, where even are we? Said Barbara as June unlocked the door. I don't have a clue, but at least I can be sure of something. But we need to kill Seth and save that James person. And we have to end this. He has to end this. James has the demon power to ending this, known as Amy Alexandria. He's the key to ending all of this, said Lily as she went crazy, trying to scratch half of her skin off of her right cheeks. That's chapter 17 done. It kind of goes into a little bit of backstory with Lily. Is she an asset to the team, you might ask? Just wait and find out, because we're basically almost on this pretty long. Chapter 18, Saving James as he is the key. Meanwhile, in the interrogation room, I'm not talking, Seth. You can drug me all you want, but you won't get the truth. Not once, said James as Seth flipped James out of his chair. James had looked at a saw in Seth's right hand. James stood up as he drawed his pistol on Seth. Seth had stopped. Don't come closer, Seth. You got it, you bitch. I'm sure my friends will come for me. I'm sure of it. Any time now, said James, but Seth ran to him, knocked him on the ground, and knocked his pistol right out of his left hand. But Seth had quickly cut off James's right arm as it was still coming down from him being knocked to the ground. Meaning like this. He's basically sitting on the ground, but his arm's like right up like that. And he cuts it off so it goes flying and yeet. Anyways, Seth quickly cut off James's right arm. James had fallen to his knees as he climbed onto his chair. Gah! 12:30 a.m. West Hall, first floor. He's not far now, right? Not at all, said June as she looked on her navigation app, but it wasn't working as she heard a loud scream. This is basically like a few seconds before his arm was cut off, but as she heard a scream, this is the scream. Gah! In this, a gunshot. Stand back. I'm busting the door down, said June. She tried, but no luck. At all of any luck, so Lily tried to bust the door down by using a fireball from Phoenix's power. Okay, that worked, huh? What the hell? Oh my god, said Lily as Barbara and Lily and June stood in terror. Basically, Lily stood in terror too. They saw James with a regenerated skeleton arm, but as he put his gun in his pocket, he saw Barbara and June and Lily sadly looking at him. "James, is that you still? Is that still you?" "Who's James, girl?" "Huh, I'm in the form of a boy's body? Weird. I'm Amy Alexandria." "Don't bother telling me your name," said Amy as she didn't stand around to talk at all. But as all of them made it to a mountain, they entered a cave. "Huh? My gun? Where is it?" "Huh?" said Amy, with her turning around in a shock. "Get my friends back now, please. You have to die anyway, so..." "Amy, give up," yelled June as she dropped the gun and passed out from all the frustration as her blood rushed to her head, but she was still alive. She passed out on the cold cave ground. Barbara rushed over to June and said to Lily, "Kill her to save all of us, and to end this conflict of this world." "Okay, I will," said Lily as her whole body burst into flames with yellow eyes. Chapter 18 done. Now the final chapter. With a little bang at the end of the story. I just want to say thank you guys for watching thus far. I know this has been a short series, but if you guys want any explanation of lore, just let me know. So my next video is probably going to be a no bullshit guide of Resident Evil 7 second scenario, which is Chris Redfield. Basically the middle of RE7, which is right after the first scenario where he plays Ethan. It's going to be a pistol-only walkthrough, so there you go. Anyways, Chapter 19, time to end this to save us. Time for this to end. Amy, are you even tired of any of this or not? You're the reason of the project, the Kiss of Death. Just give us your life. Give up. Please, we need to save the world," said Phoenix as Amy had sliced out the eyes of both Phoenix and Lily. Basically, because Lily was the vessel of, well, Phoenix. But no more is Phoenix, and, well, you'll see about Lily. Anyways, since they had the same body, there you go. Both Phoenix and Lily. The Phoenix demon power left Lily's body, meaning she had no soul. So Lily turned normal to a human and dropped dead to the cave's cold floor. "No, you'll pay for this. James, if you're in there, I'm so sorry. Forgive me," said Barbara as she kicked the pistol as a distraction. She rushed over to it and she shot Amy Alexandria in the head as Amy's soul left James's body. James had died too, but Barbara had a smile of joy and relief on her face. But she dropped the gun from feeling so loose in her body. Her tiger demon power left with her soul. She fell to the ground in shock, dead. 12 hours later that day. Hojin Hospital, 12:01 a.m. Huh? Wait. Mom? Dad? Is that you? Said June as she wore a hospital gown. She was missing her right eye. Her hair was black, and her left eye was green. Yes, it's us. But honestly, I didn't know about this curse. You're a hero, June, said Miss Swan, Mary Pons. basically June's mother. Her father's right there, but I don't think I made him talk. Let's see. As June was happy, she went to sleep, thinking the next day she'd be out the hospital. The next day, June's room at night, 12:01 p.m. I can't still believe this, that I'm back in my normal life. I can't believe my normal life is back. I'm so relieved. My only stepsister, Amy Alex Andrea, is dead. But I don't care. She was an evil curse, an evil entity. But now, we're all safe. Thanks, Lily and Barbara, said June as she went to sleep. As she was basically putting her hand against the window, and she went to her, what the fuck was that? I don't even know. To her bed, she put the hand down and she walked to her bed and went to sleep. But there you have it. That, my friends, is the whole entire manga of The Kiss of Death that I made. The Kiss of Death was a great anime in my opinion, and I think it deserves, honestly, an AMV, but we'll cover that in a different video. Anyways, the end. So it had a happy end, but the big reveal was that June was a cousin of Amy when Amy was at least 12 is when she found out of June being her stepsister, which was weird. But there's some lore for you in one video. Oh my god. Now, that's the end of The Kiss of Death. So basically it says the end of The Kiss of Death, seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Rated PG-13 for scary moments of horror, sex, drugs, and terror and gore of violence. By John Pullman. Basically, my writer name is John Pullman. I just thought it'd be cool for me to have a writer's name, you know, because I made a shit ton of mangas that are over at my mom's house, but still, they're all good, and yeah, they're all rated R, but still. Anyways, it's by John Pullman, me, aka GB, which is my real name, but GB, you guys will have to figure that out, because I ain't revealing. Anyways, an anime manga of 2022 by John Pullman, aka me. Okay, I'll be happy to answer all your guys' questions later. For now, I don't know. Just have a really good day, everyone. This really has been an honor, and I have to get up. Good lord. Oh my god, my back. This has been an honor. A really great honor. Okay? There will be more mangas and more lore on the channel. You guys can count on it. Anyways, I will see all of you later. This has been Masani's Stuff with Funny Lentu Anime, with my first manga read-along on the channel. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later. That crown looking dope on that truck too with the, wait, is that a shark? Oh my god, it's a triple!